You could spend hours creating pins and still get zero traffic, unless you know where to put your Pinterest keywords. Most Pinterest users don't realize this, and that's why their pins don't get clicks or saves. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly where to place your keywords so your pins finally get seen, clicked, and saved, even if you're just starting out. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I help women and moms use Pinterest to grow blogs and earn remote income without the burnout. If you want more traffic, more clicks, and more saves, you're in the right place. I'll also link a video in the description showing a step-by-step method to finding Pinterest keywords for free so you can get started without spending a dime. So first, let's talk about pin titles. This is one of the most important places to include your keywords. Make sure that the main keyword appears naturally at the start of your title. It should tell the viewer exactly what your pin is about. So here's an example from one of my pins. The keyword is right here on the title, 20 quick school lunch ideas for picky eaters. And then I have this line, and then another keyword is simple school lunch packing ideas. So I try to pack in as many keywords as I can while still sounding natural. So next, let's look at the pin description. So this is where you expand on your title and you sprinkle in a few more keywords. So you want to keep it natural and make it clear what the pin delivers. Pinterest uses this text to understand your content. So let's look at this example here, the same pin. Here is my description. Picky eater, that's a keyword. School lunch ideas, I sprinkle that in again. Lunch ideas is another keyword. So you see I use keywords all throughout my description as many times as I can naturally. And also, if you want an easier way to keep track of blog post keywords and generate even stronger titles and descriptions, my Pinterest starter system can help, and I'll leave that link below. So the next place that we're going to talk about is on your pin image to leave keywords. So this is the text that people first notice when they're scrolling. So including keywords here not only helps Pinterest understand what your pin is about, but it also grabs attention. So you want to make it short, clear, and punchy so it stops the scroll. So here again in the same example for my school lunch ideas, I have my keyword is school lunch ideas for picky eaters. That's the exact long tail keyword. So that's something that people actually type into Pinterest to try to find. And if you're just getting started, I have a free guide called 15 Things to Do Before You Start Pinning. It's just a quick and easy checklist to make sure your Pinterest is set up and ready to bring in traffic and clicks. And I'll leave that description below. So another place that you can use keywords is the alt text. So think of this as a way to describe your image for accessibility and SEO. So you want to include your main keyword naturally here too. So here, this is what I use to schedule my pins. This is the native Pinterest scheduler right on the Pinterest website. So it allows you here, you see add alt text. So you just click there and I could type in school lunches if that describes my image, and school lunches is also a keyword that I can use to get my pin found. So another place that you always want to have your keywords is your file name. So instead of keeping the default file name that your computer gives you, rename it to something descriptive. Like in this example, I would rename my file name Fall Conversation Starters, for example. Even a little signal like this helps Pinterest understand what your content is about. So another place that we'll talk about are boards. So your boards are just another place that you can use keywords. You want to make sure that your board title and description are clear, keyword rich, and relevant to the pins inside of it. So this not only organizes your content, but also boosts your visibility in searches. So here's an example that I've pulled up of one of my boards, Fun Homeschool Activities. So Fun Homeschool Activities is something that people are actually searching for in Pinterest. So that is a good name for my board. And then down here is my description. So here we have homeschool activities. That's another keyword. So I put that in my description. And then hands-on projects for kids. creative lessons. All of these are keywords that people are searching for that will help my pins and my boards get found. So the next place we'll talk about is your bio. You don't want to forget to put descriptive keywords in your bio. So you can sprinkle in one or two about your niche or what you have to offer. Pinterest looks here too, and it helps people know what your account is about. So here is my bio. First of all, in my name, holistic wellness, that is a keyword in and of itself. And then I have lifestyle tips, which is something that people search on Pinterest. That's a good keyword. And beauty hacks, which is something that does well on Pinterest and is a good keyword. So all throughout my description, here's my description down here. I have, again, holistic wellness for women, budget dates, hygiene tips, just all kinds of different lifestyle categories that are really good Pinterest keywords I added in here. Self-care for women is another good one. So you want to make sure and throw in as many keywords as you can that describe your account. And the next place that you want to look at to put keywords is your blog URL and throughout your blog post. So you just want to make sure that your blog post has the keywords in the title, any headings, and naturally throughout your content. So here's an example of one of my blog posts. Here's my title. So my keyword here is fall conversation starters. So that's the first keyword. And then I have it here on this image as well. And then I have it all throughout my text here in my blog post. And then here I have a heading and I have fall conversation starters again. So I do that all throughout the blog post. So you want to make sure that you have your keyword throughout your blog post. And here are a few bonus tips to get even better results. So first, you're going to want to make sure you rotate your keywords occasionally to see what actually works best. Because if you keep using the same keywords over and over again, you're not going to really know what would do the best. Second, you want to keep your keywords natural and reader friendly. And you also want to keep an eye on which pins are getting the most clicks and saves. Then model your future pins after your top performers. So to recap, include your keywords in your pin titles, descriptions, image text, alt text, file names, and board descriptions, and in your profile bio, and then finally in your URLs or blog posts that you link to. Doing this consistently helps your pins get seen, clicked, and saved, and it maximizes your traffic without a whole lot of extra work. And if you're wondering how to actually fit this into your week without it taking over your life, I have a video that shows my 2-hour-a-week pin system, and I'll link that below for you. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe, and check the description below for my free guides and also my other Pinterest tutorials. They will help you grow your blog and start earning money remotely without the burnout. I'll see you in the next video.